Do you wish you had superpowers? Wouldn't it be convenient sometimes to be Superman or Superwoman just to keep up with our to-do list? There are lots of times when I wish I could fly above traffic, have X-ray vision to see through problems, and have unlimited strength to be productive 24 hours a day. The reality is that we all get tired, frustrated, and feel chronically inadequate for our tasks. So how does this happen? We are constantly bombarded on all sides by the expectations of others. At work, we have to be infinitely available to respond to a boss or a client. We have cell phones, Blackberries, and laptops, so we can take the office with us everywhere we go. There is no escape from work. At home, we have to be available to drive everyone to their events and meet all their emotional needs en route. At church, we're expected to participate in programs and then look bright, fresh, and engaging when we arrive at our weekly home group. There are so many things that we are expected to do. The most precious and scarce commodity on this planet is not gold or silver, stocks or bonds, land or oil. It's time. Time is limited, constantly being consumed, and irreplaceable. Can you feel the pressure now? There's a fierce competition for your time. Everyone wants a piece of it. So we have unmanageable expectations and pressure from every direction and limited time to get it all done. So what can we do about it? Let's look at how King Jehoshaphat handled a huge, demanding stress. In 2 Chronicles 20, it explains that a vast army was descending on Jerusalem. Israel was vastly outnumbered, so they felt defenseless. There was very limited time to put together a plan. Everyone looked to the king for a solution. That's what I would call stress. Jehoshaphat had an overwhelming problem with the clock running down to certain destruction. I bet he wished for superpowers that day. So what did he do? Did he try to build up his army? No, it was already at full strength. Did he call for help from allies? No, there was no time left. He went to God, explained the problem, and then made it clear that they didn't know what to do and they felt overwhelmed. Haven't you felt that way at times? Then God answered the king and told him what to do. Jehoshaphat obeyed God's words and introduced a revolutionary battle strategy to face a vastly superior enemy. He sent in the choirs. Yes, you heard me correctly. He sent in the choirs to go ahead of the army. The tambourines were in front of the spears. The king wanted the worshipers to go first and start celebrating the victory before it even happened. And guess what happened? The enemy attacked each other and wiped themselves out. Israel never fired an arrow. That's what I would call a stress reliever. So the next time you face unrealistic expectations, overwhelming obstacles, and demands that you can never satisfy, remember Jehoshaphat. Explain the whole situation to God, just in case he hadn't noticed. Then start to worship. When we worship, we bring the presence of God into any situation. When God is present, solutions will come. Repeat this verse every time you are stressed out and need superpowers. Philippians 4:13. I can do everything through him who gives me strength. When you don't have a solution, God does. When you're at your weakest, he's the strongest. You don't have to do it alone. Let him do the impossible through you. You do have access to superpowers. Just send in the choirs first. Remember, God wants you to be emotionally free. I'm Grant Mullen.